Symptoms of academic problems, academic deficits in one or more subject areas. If your child has a problem in reading, they're going to have problems across the board in every subject other than maybe math, because math works on a separate set of skills. But if your child has a deficit in reading, and not just reading, but their ability to read, understand what they're reading, understand contextually what they're reading, pull out relevant information from what they're reading, and be able to answer questions based on what they read. If they have problems with any one of those, they're going to have problems with all their subject areas. They cannot or will not complete homework. Homework is a huge battleground for many of our parents or families at home, to the point that the child is either overwhelmed with their homework, can't do it, where the parents have to sit down and homework becomes a 2-3 hour session for the family every night. Big problem. They leave their books at school, they leave their homework at home, they can't find their syllabus, they don't know what the assignment it is, can they call a friend? When they do the work, they may leave their work at home when it's time to bring it to school. So the whole process of schoolwork and homework is a big problem. Is non-cooperative or non-compliant in the classroom. May mean that the teacher, get calls from the teacher that they say the child's not listening, the child's disrupting others, if the child would only do their work, if the child would just complete this. When the child does this, they do well, they're just choosing not to. And number one thing is they don't like school. If you say to your child, do you like school? And they say no, they're not in the right school. I mean, it's just that simple. There's nothing about school at this age that they should not like. School, at least for me and hopefully for most of you, was probably one of the greatest times you had when you were growing up. I mean, you had no responsibilities, you had nothing to worry about. All you did was you went and you played and you made friends and you learned at the same time. But you enjoyed going to school. It was a fun time, and that's how it should be. So if your children are not enjoying school, it means they're not in the right school, or the school's not meeting their needs one way or another. And the one thing we do have is we have 180 students that get up every morning, put on their uniforms, come to school, and are happy. And that means they're in the right school, and they enjoy school. If you say to them, do you like their school, like your school? Don't make some wise comments like, well, it's school, how much can you like it? But our students enjoy coming to school. And won't get up in the morning. What's a fight to get them up in the morning? And that's probably because they don't like coming to school. Symptoms of life skill problems at home. The room could be a mess. They may not find things. They may lose things all the time, whether it's a shoe or their Game Boy, a book, their toy, a shirt. Some things you wouldn't imagine anyone could lose, like a lamp or something that most people don't lose. Poor hygiene. They might have refused to brush their teeth or pretend to brush their teeth, or they might shower but they still come out and they doesn't look like they showered, or they've got soap in their hair. They use all the soap or the shampoo or the toothpaste just disappears by the gallon or the bottle or the bar. You can't believe anyone could go through so much toothpaste or brushes. Leaving wet clothes all over the place, mixing the wet clothes with the dry clothes, the wet clothes with the clean clothes, with the dirty clothes. If you do the laundry, you put it on their bed or put it on the floor, they won't put it away. It'll just sit there in a pile until someone knocks it over, or whatever the case may be. And then everyone has to start the laundry process again. They want to watch TV or play games or read a book during meal times. They don't want to sit and eat with the rest of the family. They have to have something else to do. It's not family time, meal times. They have to be occupied with something else. They may not sit with the rest of the family. They may not eat the food that's prepared. They may be anaphylactically allergic to everything other than chicken nuggets and French fries. And they can't have vegetables. So mom or dad or whoever has to prepare separate food to what everyone else is eating to accommodate the eating habits. When it's time for bed, they want to do everything but go to bed. Can they watch TV for 5 more minutes? Can't they just play one more game? Can't they sit here? Can't mom come lie with them? Can't they go lie on the couch? Can't the cat come in? The dog come in? Can't they lie with their sister? You name it. Anything other than going to bed. If you do get them into bed, they won't stay in their room. Can't they have a drink? Their stomach hurts, they're thirsty, they have to go to the bathroom, the light's on, the light's off, they're cold, they're hot, they've got a headache, they've got a stomach ache. The list could be endless. And mostly those are all avoidance behaviors because they know that as soon as they fall asleep, what happens next? Exactly. It's time to go to school. So the whole avoidance process of bed and everything else starts well before bedtime. Bedtime might also be the time where they go around and apologize to everyone they've annoyed for the last 4 or 5 hours and say sorry and tell you that they love you, that could be something that happens at bedtime and usually does.